Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Short throw caught by Pitts.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 3. Now Tua. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Robinson again, and he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Folk's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a run, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Walker, that is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Mayfield down. That's caught. Buka. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
7. Here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Mayfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. That's out quickly to London. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now Mayfield. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Mayfield on play action. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Calling a gain of 7, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9. Mayfield. This is caught by McMillan. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 39.
Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. There's a short one taken in by Otten. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Mayfield off the play fake. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Mayfield to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Damn, I miss you, Chester.
They're right here. 18, 21G.
Looking to pass. Tua. This pass is caught by London. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
From the gun, it's Tua. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd and 2. Here's Tua. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Go ahead. 18, out.
Tua sets up to pass it. Sets up the screen to Robinson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. second down and 4.
Hey, come up two. Come up.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. A man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. On the snap, a poor one, and this is blocked. The Bucs pick it up. There he goes left side. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there was a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now back to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw again on second down, Mayfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Baker going to give it to Irving. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
180!
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Mayfield and the troops staying out and going for it on 4th.
180!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Irving is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Again, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That's brought in downfield by London. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Now a give, Irving running right. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
180! Point it right. Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Mayfield down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd down and 6 now.
Point it right. What's up?
A run up the middle with Irving. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They go play action. Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there, and a Buccaneer first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Irving. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down.
180! Point it right, point it right, point it right.
To throw, Mayfield. Got a man downfield, it's Otten. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Falcons' 10-yard line.
180! Stop!
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Fourth down, 10 yards to go.
180! What's up?
Now Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Pardon me, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now Tua. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
They're right here. 18! Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Longer, long. Hey, stay with him.
Throwing Tua. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded just inside the 30. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Irvin. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here comes 2nd down.
Hey, alert 33. Real. Done.
Here's Baker. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good. And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Tampa Bay, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.